Hare Krishna. So we will proceed on our journey with the 17th verse of 3rd chapter from Bhagavad Gita as it is. The Sanskrit verse is as follows. Yastu atmaratir eva syat atmatriptascha manava atmanyeva cha santushta tasya karyam na vidyate. The English translation is as follows. But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is no duty. Yastu atmaratir eva syat. Atmaratir. So one who has rati, attraction. So one whose rati is inward. Atmatriptascha manava. One who is satisfied internally. Atma evacha santushta. And one who delights within. Tasya karyam na vidyate. Such a person has no duty. Now it is interesting to consider what Krishna means when he says that such a person has no duty. Krishna is referring to someone who has transcended the scope of duty in this world. As long as we take something from someone, we are expected to give something back. That is how we live in this reciprocal world. For example, the parent-child relationship involves mutual care. Similarly, we have reciprocal relationship with the devatas. However, Krishna states that if someone is self-satisfied and seeks nothing externally, then for such a person, tasya karyam na vidyate, meaning there is no duty at all. Only those people can be free from obligations who are internally contented. As long as they crave for the externals, they need to discharge their obligations that come with their particular position in the external socio-cultural order. One cannot live without duties in such a case. Nowadays, people demand freedom without obligation. Such an ethos disrupts the social order and degrades individual consciousness. Disruption of social order is seen in the fragmentation of families, wherein members prize their own freedom more than their family responsibilities. Degradation of individuals is seen in the increasing incidence of addictions and suicides, which result largely from people's inability to live with the life they have created for themselves by their indiscriminate free choices. Rather than agitating for freedom, we need to grow spiritually to shoulder the burden of freedom. To help us grow spiritually, Gita wisdom provides purpose and perspective. By understanding life's bigger purpose and by harmonizing our longing for freedom with that purpose, we can make choices that harness our potential and brighten our future. Thank you. We will discuss the 18th verse in the next episode. Till then, Hare Krishna.